Hello everyone, welcome to Study IQ. In this video, I will bring to you the current affairs of 3rd of January in English. Let's start the video. Before I start, I would like to announce the launch of the RBI Grade B course. You can purchase it till 17th because on 17th the first batch is starting, right, on 17th. And if you want discount, you can purchase it before 5th of January because we are giving early bird discount of 3000 rupees on the listed price, which is 10,000 rupees, but you can get it for just 7,000. All you need to do is you need to use the code GGCA. Just scan this QR code to buy. Recently, the 10th phase of Sagar Parikrama has been launched from which of the following places? Sagar Parikrama, the 10th phase was launched from the Chennai port. It was inaugurated by Dr. Purushottam Rupala and L. Murugan. So, Dr. Purushottam Rupala is the Minister for Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairy. So, this Sagar Parikrama will travel through different districts of Andhra like Nellore, like Vishakhapatnam and Srikakulam, right? So, Sagar Parikrama will cover lot of coastal places of Andhra. Now, besides these big districts of Nellore, Vishakhapatnam and Srikakulam, it will also pass through Konasima, Kakinada, Vizianagaram, Yanam, and even Puducherry, right? So, from 1st of January to 6th of January, we have this 10th phase of Sagar Parikrama. Now, what is Sagar Parikrama? So, this is an initiative of the Department of Fisheries, which works under the Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairy. And what they do is the government officials, they visit the places, they interact with the farmers. When I say farmer, I mean the dairy farmer. They also interact with the fishermen. So mainly they interact with the fishermen community and aqua farmers. Aqua farmer. Not every farmer is into fishing. Some farmers are into other aquatic animals also, like prawns, all of these, So aqua farmers, etc. And they tell them about the government schemes, government policies which can help them. So this Sagar Parikrama is covering all the coastal states of India. So let me make the coastal India. So it started from Gujarat. The first phase of Sagar Parikrama was from Mandvi to Porbandar in Gujarat. Mandvi to Porbandar. This Sagar Parikrama started on 5th of March 2022. So it is 2 years old scheme, right? So the first phase of Sagar Parikrama happened from Mandvi to Porbandar. And so far 9 phases have been completed. They have been completed so from Gujarat, Daman Diu, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Andaman Nicobar, Tamil Nadu, and some part of Andhra was also covered. Now we are starting with the 10th phase, right? So it is a coastal yatra which spreads awareness about the government welfare schemes among the fishermen community. Is that understood? So India has a very large kind of fishery sector, and we have a Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. Our target is that by 2024-25 we should have 1 lakh crore of fish exports from India. 1 lakh crore of fish exports from India, that is a target. And another target is we should have 220 lakh ton or 22 million or 220 lakh ton worth of fish production in India. Fish production in India. Is that absolutely clear? 220 lakh ton, 220 lakh metric ton you can say by 2024-25 and 1 lakh crore of fish exports. This is the target for Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. We recently celebrated the World Fisheries Day on 21st of November, and we also had a Global Fisheries Conference. Now, where did the Global Fisheries Conference take place? It took place in Ahmedabad, and on that occasion, the Fisheries Awards were also given. So, Andhra Pradesh is the best marine state. Ramanathapuram in Tamil Nadu is the best marine district. UP is the best inland state, and Seoni in Madhya Pradesh is the best inland district. Assam is the best Himalayan or northeastern state, and Kamrup in Assam is the best Himalayan or northeastern district. Also, Anantnag in Jammu Kashmir won the best district in the Union Territories category. All these things you have to absolutely remember. Also, let me tell you the 16th Agricultural Science Congress was organized recently in Kochi, and it was inaugurated by again Purushottam Rupala. 16th Agricultural Science Congress. And G20 Pandemic Fund, they have approved $25 million for animal health system in India. So to improve the animal health system in India, $25 million has been given to India by the G20 Pandemic Fund. And there is a program known as A-Help. What is A-Help program? A-Help program was launched in Uttarakhand first, then it was launched in Gujarat, and very recently it has been launched in Jharkhand. So Jharkhand, you can say, is the third state where it has been launched. What is A-Help? A-Help is basically accredited agent for health and extension of livestock production. We want to increase the livestock production by having trained personnel, that is called A-Help program. Which of the following state has issued a notification to give scheduled tribe status to Hatti community that live in the Trans-Giri area? So Giri is basically name of a river. Now this tribe lives in the Trans-Giri area of Sirmaur district in Himachal. The answer is Himachal Pradesh. The answer is Himachal. So they have been given the status of a scheduled tribe. Now they are eligible for reservation. Now they are also eligible for different government schemes that are started for scheduled tribe community. Cabinet approval has been given, right? Now earlier the central government, they had modified the scheduled tribe second amendment act. This was in 2023 to give the status ST status to the Hatti community, and now it has been approved by the Himachal cabinet also, because in Himachal there were elections going on, so that is why it was a bit delayed. Now this Hatti tribe, they live not only in Sirmaur in Transgiri area, but they also live in the Jaunsar Bawar area. Jaunsar Bawar area of Uttarakhand. And the thing is that in Uttarakhand, they already have a ST status. ST status was given to them in 1967 itself. So they have been demanding that of course, that time Uttarakhand was a part of UP, it was not a separate state, but they already have the ST status in Jaunsar Bawar area of Uttarakhand. So in Himachal also, they have been demanding for the ST status since 1967. Since 1967. So why they are called Hatti? Because they build small markets called Haat, where the goods are sold, like crops, meat, wool, vegetable. They are a very close-knit community. They do kitchen gardens also. They sell homegrown vegetables. So that is why they are called that, right? And Giri River is a tributary of Yamuna River. It is a tributary of Yamuna River. Now in Himachal, there is a lake known as Pong Dam Lake, or you can say there is a Pong Dam Wildlife Sanctuary. Now why Pong Dam Wildlife Sanctuary was in news recently? Because it has been declared as a eco-sensitive zone, which means that no human activities are allowed, like mining, illegal sand mining, and construction of hotels and all these are stopped. So Pong Dam has been declared as a eco-sensitive zone. Now, how many Ramsar sites are there in Himachal? Pong Dam is a Ramsar site. By the way, Pong Dam has the water coming from Beas River, and it is also known as Maharana Pratap Sagar. It is a man-made lake. There is a Renuka Lake, which is also a Ramsar site, and there is a Chandratal, which is also a Ramsar site in Himachal. Is that absolutely clear? And PM Modi celebrated Diwali at Lepcha, which is a army base in Lahaul Spiti. Muhammad Yunus has been convicted for violating Bangladesh's labor laws. He was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in which year? So he is a Nobel Peace Prize winner. In fact, he is the only Nobel Peace Prize winner. He got the Nobel Peace Prize in 2006. But he violated, Bangladesh's labor laws. So him and 3 of his colleagues, they were convicted under the labor law and they were sentenced to 6 months in prison. So he will spend 6 months in prison. Now he is a very famous person in Bangladesh. In fact, it is said that he has, he is acclaimed for elevating millions from poverty. He has done groundbreaking work in microfinance sector in Bangladesh. He is the father of microfinance sector in Bangladesh. But him and 3 of his colleagues, they have a company called Grameen Telecom. So him and 3 of his colleagues from Grameen Telecom, they faced accusation of violating labor laws for neglecting to establish a workers' welfare fund. So they did not establish a workers' welfare fund, which is incumbent as per the rules of the Bangladesh labor laws. And he has won many big medals. He won the Nobel Peace Prize, yes, but he also won the United States Presidential Medal of Freedom, which is the highest civilian award of America. He got it in 2009. He got it into 2009. So an absolute legendary person, but he has been undone. He will spend 6 months in jail. Matar Bari port, which was in news recently, it is the first deep sea port of which country? So Matar Bari is the first deep sea port of Bangladesh. The answer is Bangladesh. And recently, basically it was informed that India is considering proposal to connect Bangladesh's Matar Bari port to the northeastern states of India. It will help in logistic support. So it is the first deep sea port which is capable. What is the meaning of deep sea port? Deep sea simply means that now you can have very heavy ships also, because if the water level is not at a very large depth, the ship will I mean it will just stay in the mud. It will uh, not be able to come out from there. So you need deep water so that they can anchor heavy or large ships, large vessels. So Matarbari port is capable of hosting large vessels. And Matarbari port is located where? So it is a deep sea port which is under construction in Cox's Bazar district of Bangladesh. Cox's Bazar. And they are developing this deep sea port with a $750 million loan that is given by JICA. And it will start its operations in 2027. 2027. Is that clear? Now, another port was in news recently of Bangladesh called Safar Dighi Port. Safar Dighi Port, basically, this is a port which has been declared as a port of call. It is a port of call, which means that it is mandatory for Indian ships to take a pause here, take a stop or halt here when they go from India to Bangladesh or Bangladesh to India. So this was also in news recently. Also, Maitri Super Thermal Power Project 1320 megawatt is being set up in Khulna in Bangladesh with the help of $1.6 billion loan from India. Renaming of Kalahandi University to Ma Manikeshwari University has been approved. It is in which state? Of course, Kalahandi is in Western Odisha, so the answer is Odisha. Ma Manikeshwari University, formerly it was known as Kalahandi University, so they have changed the name. This university is located in Bhavanipatna, which is the district headquarter of Kalahandi in Odisha. Is that understood? So this university has been functioning since 1st September 2020, and the name was changed recently during the foundation day of Kalahandi district, which was on 1st of November 2023. So it mainly serves 50 colleges of Nuapada and Kalahandi. Now Manikeshwari temple is located in Kalahandi, and the main deity in fact is goddess Manikeshwari. This temple is located south of Bhavanipatna, and during the Shara festival, even animal sacrifice is offered at this temple. So it's a very, very famous temple, very, very famous deity from Odisha. Cultural exchange and tourism cooperation initiative between Lamdong province and Leh Ladakh, which is called Ladakh Unveiled, was officially inaugurated in Dalat. Now Dalat and Lamdong province are in which country? They are in Vietnam. So there is a province called Dalat, right? And here there is a city called, there is a Lamdong province. So Lamdong will have a cooperation with Leh, right? So there is a cultural exchange and tourism cooperation initiative between Lamdong province of Vietnam and Leh Ladakh. It was inaugurated in Dalat in Vietnam. So there are two MOUs. So one is of course the cultural exchange and tourism cooperation, and the second is agriculture collaboration. So these are the two MOUs between Vietnam and Ladakh. Is that clear? And let me also tell you that recently there is a committee that has been set up, high-powered committee by the Ministry of Home Affairs, to protect the culture and language of Ladakh, and also to give the youth of Ladakh the opportunities, the employment opportunity. That committee will be headed by Nityanand Rai. That committee, high-powered committee to protect the culture of Ladakh, give them constitutional safeguard, is headed by Nityanand Rai. Which of the following state has launched the K-Smart initiative? K-Smart initiative has been launched by Kerala. The full form is Kerala Solutions for Managing Administrative Reformation and Transformation. So they want to completely reform their administration, their governance, right? So they will bring all the services of the 3-tier local self-government institutions on a unified digital platform. It will give a major relief to the expatriates. Expatriate means those people of Kerala, those people from abroad who are working in Kerala, who want to avail various services of the local bodies without visiting the offices. right? So K Smart will streamline local government services in Kerala, and yeah, like birth certificate, registration of death certificate, marriage certificate, business licenses, property taxes, all under one app called K Smart. All under one app called K Smart, right? So Kerala is also, by the way, the first state in India to declare internet access as a fundamental right. Internet access as a fundamental right. Which of the following state has been ranked first in recording the highest entry rate on the interoperable criminal justice system platform? Highest entry rate. The answer is UP, Uttar Pradesh. So Uttar Pradesh has been consistently ranked number one for the third year in a row for recording the highest entry rate on the interoperable criminal justice platform. So on ICJS platform, UP recorded 1 crore 56 lakh 22,514 entries, right? Madhya Pradesh was second with around 35 lakh entries, and Bihar was third, 16.6 lakh entries. What is this ICJS? ICJS is implemented by the Ministry of Home Affairs on the order of the Supreme Court's E Committee. So ICJS platform facilitate the seamless transfer of data between different pillars of the criminal justice system. So for example, to give the justice, you require prisons to work, you require the police to work, you require the public to work, you require the judiciary to work. Now all of them, there should be smooth data transfer between all of these pillars of the criminal justice system. So through ICJS, records like FIR, case number, jail ID, all of these, so these records are maintained, and anybody who requires these are available at a click of a mouse. The courts, the police, the jail, the forensic laboratories. So that is called. So the highest number of entries were done by UP for third year in a row. Now currently we are having ICJS phase 2. This was launched in February 2022. Before that we had phase 1. So how many pillars are there of ICJS? ICJS unifies 5 pillars. So police is one pillar. So police is like integrated by the crime and criminal tracking and network system. Then you have e-courts, which is for the courts. Then you have e-prosecution, which is for the public prosecutors. Then you have e-prisons, which is for the prison. And then you have e-forensics, which is for the forensic labs. So these are the 5 pillars: CCTNS for police, e-courts for court, e-prison for prison, e-prosecution for prosecution, and e-forensic for forensic lab. Now, who implements this project? National Crime Record Bureau will be responsible for implementation of ICJS in partnership with National Informatics Center. Mumbai Trans Harbour Link will be inaugurated by PM Modi. What is the total length of the bridge? The total length is 21.8 km. It will be inaugurated by PM Modi on 12th of January 2024. It will be India's longest and the world's 12th longest sea bridge. India's longest sea bridge. It will cut the travel time from Mumbai to Navi Mumbai drastically. It will save a lot of fuel, it will conserve energy, it will cut traffic jams, save time, etc. Mumbai Trans Harbour Link project, 6-lane bridge, 21.8 km. Longest sea bridge of India, right? And it's not like it is completely on the sea. 16.5 km is above the sea and 5.5 km around is on the land. So it is also known as Sewri Nahava Sheva Trans Harbour Link. Sewri Nahava Sheva Trans Harbour Link. You can see it is starting from Sewri all the way to Nahava Sheva. So bridge starts at Sewri, which is in South Bombay, and it will then cross Thane Creek. This is the Thane Creek, and it will terminate at Chirle, a place called Chirle, which is at Nahava Sheva, near Nahava Sheva. So it will connect Chirle and Sewri, right? And very like the width is very large, 27 meters, 6-lane. So the Maharashtra government, they have set up the bridge. And who has given the loan for the bridge? The loan has been given by JICA, Japan International Cooperation Agency, 18,000 crore. 18,000 crore is the loan. The construction of the bridge began in 2018. 2018. Now, This bridge will officially be known as Atal Bihari Vajpayee Trans Harbour Link. Which of the following state has announced the launch of Mukhyamantri Gram Gadi Yojana? Mukhyamantri Gram Gadi Yojana is a scheme by the government of Jharkhand. So basically the people in the rural area, they face a lot of problem, transportation problem, because vehicles don't go inside the villages. So they have to come out of the village. They have to walk a few kilometers to catch a vehicle because there is a lack of vehicle. So the transport department of Jharkhand will send the vehicles inside the villages so that they don't have to travel, they don't have to walk so much, so these will be small buses, 22 seater to 42 seater. It will range from 22 seater to 42 seater, and they will run every day from the rural routes to the city headquarter, and they will cover a distance of more than 1500 kilometer every day. So it will really help the people, and 500 buses, they will be starting in the phase 1, and then they will obviously there will be more buses, right? And through this scheme, all the eligible beneficiaries, ordinary citizen, will be able to sit in the vehicle. He does not have to pay any fee, like the bus fee or bus charges, nothing. Just sit, buses will ply and you just sit, right? Also no road tax, 100% exemption on road tax will be given on driving the vehicle by the private operators. They will not have to pay any road tax. Is that absolutely clear? And under this scheme, if any private person wants to run these buses and they want to buy this bus, then he will get 5% interest rate rebate also. So he will have to, if he wants to take a loan and buy a vehicle, he can get 5% off on the interest rate. 82nd Annual Indian History Congress was held at which institute? It was held in Kakatiya University, which is in Telangana's Warangal district. So 82nd Annual Indian History Congress was held at Kakatiya University recently in Warangal, and it's a scientific approach towards history. They talked about 6 themes like ancient India, medieval India, modern India, history of countries beyond India, archaeology, and contemporary India. So they talked about all of these. And Ramchandra Guha, the famous historian, he was given the Lifetime Achievement Award. Lifetime Achievement Award, right? In fact, Ramchandra Guha was invited on Study IQ 2 years back. Watch out, that video is still there. Ankit Agarwal sir interviewed him. And so there is an award called Bar Pujari Award. Now, Bar Pujari Award is given for the best Indian history book. It was given to Professor K.M. Shrimali. Professor K.M. Shrimali, right? Yeah, so that's all you need to remember. And Indian History Congress, by the way, it was set up in 1935. 1935. So these are all the awards. You can see H.K. Bar Pujari Award that carries 50,000 rupees sum was given to Professor K.M. Shrimali for his book called Studies in Early Indian Thought. And of course, Lifetime Achievement Award was given to Ramchandra Guha. Who among the following has officially assumed the charge of the official spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs? So Randhir Jaiswal is now the official spokesperson for the Ministry of External Affairs, and he replaces Mr. Arindam Bagchi. He is Arindam Bagchi, and he is the new person, Randhir Jaiswal, right? So it's a very important position. You definitely should know about it. Let's move on. The performance linked incentive scheme for automobile and auto component industry has been extended by 1 year. What is the total outlay? Total outlay is 25,938 crore. So performance linked incentive scheme for automobile and auto component industry has been extended by 1 year by which ministry? Ministry of Heavy Industries. Ministry of Heavy Industry. So all the financial incentives will now be available for financial year 24 all the way to financial year 28, right? And it has been extended by 1 more year. Earlier it was supposed to end in financial year 27, but now it will continue till financial year 28. And what are the types of incentive? So basically there are some thresholds that you have to fulfill for manufacturing. If you do that, you get incentives by the government. Production linked incentive scheme, it was launched when? It was launched in March 2020, and currently PLI scheme is in 14 sector. It is in 14 sectors. One of the sector is the auto sector. Auto sector, or you can say automobile and auto component sector. Recently seen in news, Mithai scheme, which provides support to those suffering from type 1 diabetes, was launched by which state? So this is a scheme that was in news recently. It is launched by Kerala. Type 1 diabetes is what? If there is no insulin in the body, because insulin is produced by the beta cells of the pancreas, and these cells are not functioning since childhood. So that diabetes is called type 1. Now 90% of the people, they suffer from type 2 diabetes, which means insulin is there in the body, but it is not working because there is insulin resistance. So 1200 children, it was informed that in Kerala, approximately 1200 children under the age of 18, they are not eligible for Mithai scheme because their parents' annual income is more than 2 lakh. In Mithai scheme, the support is given to only those children whose family income is less than 2 lakh. Right? So this key is not a new scheme. It was launched in 2018, but there are some changes which have been done recently. So Kerala government supports those children, those children whose parents' annual family income is less than 2 lakh rupees. Recently, Beatrice Chebet has created the women's 5-kilometer world record. She is from which country? She is from Kenya. 5-kilometer race, she created a world record. She completed 5-kilometer race in 14 minutes and 13 seconds only. So she broke the old record of 2021. She is from Kenya. Reliance Power, they have signed an agreement to sell their 1200 megawatt Kalai 2 hydroelectric project for 128 crore to THDC India Limited. It is in which state? So it is located in the Lohit River Basin in Arunachal Pradesh. The answer is Arunachal. Currently it is owned by Reliance Power, but they are selling it to THDC, right? And they have signed an agreement in this regard. So government of Arunachal Pradesh and THDC, they have signed an agreement in this regard. They will buy this Kalai 2 1200 megawatt project from Reliance. Understood? Kalai 2 project, basically it was given to Reliance in 2009. But there are prolonged delays. Because of that, Reliance is not interested in this project anymore. What is THDC, by the way? So THDC is Tehri Hydro Development Corporation. Tehri Hydro Development Corporation. This is the same company that also runs the Tehri Dam in Uttarakhand, Koteshwar Dam in Uttarakhand, and even there is a wind power project in Patan district in Gujarat. So a lot of renewable energy projects it runs. Even there is a wind project in Dwarka in Gujarat, which is run by Tehri Hydro Development Corporation. And Tehri THDC company is owned by NTPC. And NTPC, so THDC is a wholly owned subsidiary of NTPC. NTPC is mainly into non-renewable energy, that is energy through coal. But THDC is into renewable energy. And NTPC works under the Ministry of Power, Government of India. So THDC is a Mini Ratan Category 1 company. Who among the following has been appointed as the new chairman and managing director of Power Grid Corporation of India Limited, which is again a Maharatna company? So Ravinder Kumar Tyagi has taken over as the new chairman of this company. Very, very important. And Power Grid Corporation of India, this company was started in 1989. It's a Maharatna company. In 2019, it was given the status of Maharatna and it is headquartered in Gurugram. Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik has led the foundation stone for the 6,225 crore Bhubaneswar Metro Rail project. What is the total length in the first phase? So in the first phase, 26 km long will be the Bhubaneswar Metro, right? And this project will have 20 stations in the first phase. From Bhubaneswar Airport to Trishulya. There is a place called Trishulya. So from Bhubaneswar Airport, it will go to Trishulya. And of course, later on, it will be extended. So basically, there is a lot of investment also, 6,225 crore. And this is a project under 5T initiative, 5T transformational initiative by Naveen Patnaik. By Naveen Patnaik. Is that clear? And Bhubaneswar Metro, they have signed an agreement contract with Delhi Metro for the construction of metro railway from Biju Patnaik International Airport to Trishulya. So Delhi Metro Rail Corporation will do the construction of Bhubaneswar Metro. And this project will be completed in 4 years. And then it will require just 45 minutes to go from Bhubaneswar Airport to Trishulya. Is that understood? And this project was announced on 1st of April because 1st of April is the Utkal Divas, the foundation day of Odisha. 5T is what? 5T is teamwork, transparency, technology, time and transformation. Recently, he added one more T called tour. He said to his netas or his party workers, you do the tour of the rural areas also. So that was the video for 3rd of January. Let me remind you about the RBI Grade B course. Use the code GGCA to avail heavy discount and join me. Now remember that best time to start RBI Grade B preparation is now, because later on you will not get the time. The exam may be any time in June. Notification has not yet come out, but don't wait for the notification, because the difference this year between tier 1 and tier 2 exam was just 20 days. That's it. So later on you will not get time. This is the best time. Batch is starting on 17th of January and we will finish the batch by 19th of April. So that was the video 3rd of January. I'll see you in the video 4th of January. Thank you for watching Study IQ.